People sometimes think about what music can add, such as atmosphere at a party or a wedding. You may have been to either, or indeed both. It's the same with subdued lighting, given the correct candle and indeed lampshade choice. But more importantly, it's what music can give: excitement, gratification, empathy and comfort. So with this general ethos in mind, let me not add, but give to you Belle and Sebastian. to say to you, the audience, and the people, indeed the fan base, welcome. Questions will be asked, and hopefully answers garnered.
When you regrouped to make the new record, how had the dynamics in the band changed after a 4-year break? And was it easy to get back and start writing again, or did you have to sort of ease yourselves into it?
It is a really good question, and the answer is sort of unfolding the whole time, you know. A little bit close to the bone as well. You do find as you get older, certain things are accentuated in people, you know, and like certain things about me will annoy like the rest of the band more than ever, and maybe something annoys me and all that kind of stuff.
With the album before it, we had a lot more songs in the pool that we kind of worked on, and then we kind of dropped some along the way, whereas this one, we kind of condensed it before we went into the studio. When
we finished in 2006, I think for a band of 7 people, we were in really good shape. You know, we're in good form, we're good, you know, we were good pals, nobody had fallen out with each other. And you know, that kind of thing. If we'd got to the end of a big tour and we were thinking, oh my God, I can't do this, or somebody had said to the press, okay, that's it, we split up or something. But we hadn't. We were just like, it was like, job done, let's have a break. So when we came back together, it was like just getting on a bike again. I had to laugh though that Jeff at Rough Trade had a sort of word in our ear when we said, you know, Jeff, we're going to take a bit of a break. And he said, yes, I think that's for the best.
Okay, glad we could all make it. As you can probably see, I've got the notes. I think that today, and after what feels like weeks of attrition for just about everyone, we finally have the basis of a plan. Start the campaign months before the record comes out. Make announcements and generate a little bit of press excitement before the record is even finished. You bombard people with tweets, Facebook messages, mail-outs to try and get them to buy the album. Release a low-budget video or a film clip around the time of release. Get the band to do every interview offered by every website, newspaper, magazine and radio session that could be squeezed in until the album is out. And by that time, everyone has lost interest and moved on to the next artist they're working on. That's the truth. Names have come through. You don't see. I imagine there aren't any Godfreys or Percys in the audience. Is there a Margot? Point proved. Right. Next question is gentleman over there.
I just have a quick question on the state of the music industry at the moment. Would you recommend coming artists to try and go it alone? Or is there still a place for major labels? Is it still wise to sign?
I do sort of, you know, bump into people in bands, you know, younger bands and bands starting out, and I'm always amazed at how they get on and the level of music that they're producing when they haven't even, you know, been given any money, haven't been signed, nobody's really taken any interest in them. They ask me to check their demos out or something like that and, you know, give them advice. And I go home and I'm like, bloody hell, you know, how did they make this? Sounds better than our first record, you know, and they've made this at home. DIY, do it yourself. You know, this is the second big punk movement, is the whole internet thing. You know, it's just kicking in now. Make the best music possible and people will eventually hear it, I think. This is the centre of Belle and Sebastian on Earth. It's all happening here. This is where we sell our t-shirts, where we rehearse downstairs. A couple of years ago, I bumped into a friend of mine in Byres Road, and during the course of the conversation, it said to me, why would anybody buy an album? Why would anybody buy music? It's over, it's dead, it's finished. Why would anybody pay for music? It certainly did make me stop and think, is this the end of recorded music? What do we do?
It's an interesting time. You know, times of kind of crisis can actually be really great for music.
I actually think it's made for more interesting sounding records because you've taken that carrot away from people.
You do
help each other a lot more and kind of join together with other little bands and little labels.
Bands really are doing it for themselves now. You know, they're not just bands, they're enterprises, they're small businesses, and they're really taking ownership of where they're going in their career.
Do you still think of your records as your definitive thing and like what you want to be remembered for?
I do think we put a kind of a massive amount of thought and energy into the making of records. It's not the case that if records making records in and of themselves generated enough income for us to continue making records without having to play gigs, that we would stop playing gigs.
There have always been the vast majority of people making music having day jobs, not making really memorable records, but you know, trying nonetheless.
I don't really think about selling records, and handily enough we don't, you know, so it works quite well.
A lot of the bands that come to us are sort of no longer labouring under this illusion that they're going to get signed and it's going to pay their rent and everything.
A quote from Mick Jagger, people, no, I'm not going to do it. People only made money out of records for a very, very small time.
I think at this point, I don't think anyone's doing it because they expect to make the next million selling record.
For Bon Jovi to do what he did in the 80s, does he deserve to have like a plane or a swimming pool? You know what I mean? Does it equate what you know what I mean in terms of doing a job and getting paid accordingly? You know what I mean?
Playing gigs in order to earn money, to save up money to make a record, which puts us in debt, so we play more gigs to get back the money, and then make some more money, and then make a record, and that puts us back in debt. And it's just this kind of circle.
Was there any moments within recording or playing gigs or something where you just thought, I feel like I've done something here?
Launching our first record felt like our first album.
It's important to like not always keep like looking forward about what you've got to do next. Actually just be like, well, actually I've made a record, that's something I really, really wanted to do, and if that's all I do, then wow.
Anybody got any good ideas about how to make a bit of cash?
Do your own gigs and do your own bar.
Genius.
That is where the money is. Do as many things you can for yourself without having to spread, you know, the income or revenue with other parties.
You know, what if you just want to tear it up? You know, where's the next Smith's going to come from? Where's the next explosion going to come from? And isn't that the most exciting thing?
It's not just about music. You're talking about social and political change.
Change of government. We've got, and we've got this whole thing, the music business being turned upside down by, you know, ways of selling. So maybe there's something just around the corner, you know.
It's been claimed love is the answer. It's also been queried that if love is the answer, what is the question? That's something which can be confusing because the question could quite rightly be put as simply as, what is the key to everlasting happiness? At the same time, though, the same answer would be derived from the following question. What 60s band fronted by After Lee released the seminal Forever Changes album in 1967? Confusing times indeed. I may need to take a seat.